Yesterday, the American Hockey League made some changes. One of the rule changes they had was about sudden death overtime, where the overtime will start out at a 4-on-4 for 3 minutes, and then for the last 4 minutes it become a 3-on-3. Where a lot of people like the concept of a 3-on-3, they don't think the thing out. And I'm going to tell you why a 3-on-3 will not work. I'm going to give you a scenario, and I'm going to look to you to see if you have a solution to this scenario, because I don't. Okay, and I'm going to give you all the logic that I have on this. Let's say the Flyers are playing the Penguins, and the Flyers trip up one of the Penguins. Okay, that means a Flyer goes to the penalty box. That makes the 3-on-3 a 3-on-2. Now the Flyers being shorthanded, about 10 seconds later, they try to clear the puck from the defensive zone. They accidentally shoot it into the stands. That is now a delay of game on that penalty. Now don't tell me it doesn't happen. I'm a Carolina Hurricanes fan, and anybody that's a Hurricanes fan or a New York Rangers fan know the Carolina Hurricanes did exactly this against the New York Rangers this past season and ended up being 2-man short. The thing was, it was in the third period. There was no 3-on-3. It was 5-on-5 at that point. Rangers scored and won the game. So let's say this happens during a 3-on-3 overtime between the Flyers and the Penguins. Now it's 3-on-1 because the Flyers have two guys in the penalty box, one for tripping, one for delay of game. How does the one player on the Flyers do a line change? Because he's going to get tired. Let's say there's maybe a minute and 40 seconds left. Because these two penalties, one starts and then the other one happens 10 seconds in. Minute and 40 seconds left in the penalty. Player can't skate out there for a minute and 40 seconds. They take 30-second shifts. So there's going to have to be a line change. If you blow the whistle every 30 seconds, that is going to break up the continuity of the game. You might as well not have overtime because you're going to have stoppages every 30 seconds. If the Flyers send a player out to replace the player coming on, that's another delay of game penalty for too many men on the ice. If the Flyers send the player that's on the ice off first before the other player comes on, which is how a normal line change is done, now all of a sudden the Penguins have a 3-on-0. Might as well just call it a goal. And people say they hate the shootout. 3-on-0. So you see, this is not going to work because there will be penalties called. And if you say, hey, we're not going to call penalties in overtime anymore, well, then the play is going to get a little bit chippy. So that's not going to work either. Now, one person I proposed this to said, well, instead of taking a Flyer off during a penalty, put a Penguin on the ice. In other words, instead of it being a 3-on-3, a Flyers penalty would make it a 4-on-3. Penguins power play. Well, that won't work either. Because, you see, when the penalty ends now during regulation, a player is allowed to come back onto the ice. In this case, a player would have to go off the ice for a Penguin. And what if that happens, the penalty ends just as the Penguins are going in on a breakaway? Referee has to blow the whistle. Blow the play dead. It's breakaway. It's an opportunity to score. So you see, this 3-on-3 is not going to work. What the NHL should have done was you keep the 4-on-4, but you extend the length of the overtime period to 20 minutes. Believe me, in a 20-minute period at 4-on-4 hockey, somebody will score. And don't worry about how long it's going to make the hockey game, because many people that are hockey fans are also baseball fans during the summer. And we sit through rain delays, and we sit through extra innings, and sometimes in games there are both. And we get home at 2 a.m. So we'll sit through a period of hockey, overtime. At 4-on-4, it's going to end. It's going to end in that period. I can't see a whole overtime period of 4-on-4 hockey going around and no one scoring in it. That's your solution. It's not a gimmick like what the AHL wants to do right now. Love to hear your comments. And once again, thank you for allowing me to bore you. And have a great day. Bye.